Fortune Supermarket, little friend. Please stay here to scan for your choosing product. Tomato. Ice cream. Jinx. Your total consumption today is $20. You can pay by cash, credit card, or scanning by phone.
Francis Casa. My name is Werner Puchert, and this is Finding Frequency. Now, what is a casa? Cashier. So we bought him his little cashier point today. He received it yesterday, actually. I'm lying. But we unpacked it, and we had to understand how this thing works. It's from China. This thing has got a distinct English-Chinese accent. Quite interesting. Especially when mom and dad doesn't know how to work this thing. Now in South Africa, we call it a till, a pay point. So he's got this little thing, it scans fruits, vegetables, very simple, talks to you, and the one drawer is stuck, doesn't work entirely properly. But he's completely overwhelmed and in love with this thing. He wants to be a cashier. And I thought about this morning as I was getting ready to get to work, and I thought to myself, there was a point in time that I would say, my son wants to be a cashier. I want him to think about being more. And not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with being a cashier. In fact, I wanted to be a garbage guy, a garbage collector, because I used to love how those guys just embraced their work and come flying down our road when I was younger, picking up the garbage, and always had a smile on their face and a bit of a wave. And but the one thing I wanted to reflect on is that as this pandemic hit, our cashiers has become a very, very important and essential worker. And in fact, they are essential workers. And it's actually great because we get to celebrate them and actually recognize and realize that there are people out there doing really important work, like my cousins who are in the medical profession. And of course, we understand that they are doing important work. But I just want to spare a thought for the cashiers out there and our mailmen and the couriers. Damn it, man. If there wasn't couriers around, I would be completely screwed. Because where would I go? I mean, for one thing, a lot of the things that I buy, so some of the convenience items, of course, I know where to go buy them or whatever. But, I've been waffling on about this longboard. If I want to buy something and I want to have a conversation with someone or engage someone, I find it very hard because not everybody speaks English over here, and my Polish is still so rocky. I don't know if I'm ever going to get this language down. I want to, but it's just, my brain is just hardwired in South African Afrikaans and English. And to have an in-depth conversation about something to really engage on a level where you want to buy something and get a recommendation is really tough, because it's funny, you get used to these nuances. If I buy something in South Africa, I go into a shop and I speak to someone about something I want, I know when that person is trying to pull a sale or bullshit me. Here, no idea. It just forces me to do my homework. That's why I have become very reliant on the internet. And the one thing I would say though, and I tip my hat, is that I can buy basically anything on the internet. I remember in South Africa, there was kind of a luxury buying on the interwebs. Not that we are behind the times there, but we tend to go to a shop, have a conversation, shoot the breeze a little bit, and then go for coffee afterwards or a beer, whatever turns you on. But so definitely waist deep in the week. Tuesday, been busy doing work. Oh, and I got to publish a long overdue YouTube video, and I was doing a review of a friend of mine who lives in Canada. She's got a small business running tools for workshops, and they sent me 2 tools, and I got to speak about that a little bit, did a video. So in a way, it helped me create content just to flex my video muscles a little bit. But she sent me a very kind note earlier just saying, thank you, we need the promotion and we appreciate you. So I felt like, in a way, I helped out without knowing that I helped out, and that kind of feels good. It feels good doing something for someone And then some other strange news that I wanted to just mention here is that, did you know there was an island off the coast of Denmark? It's like between Poland and Denmark, there's an island. And there's a little space that it's called Bornholm. And when my friend told me today that he's moving to Bornholm, I thought he was saying like he's moving to Bumhol. We're like, what's Bumhold? And it sounds wrong. Bornholm. And on a serious note, though, and I think that's going to happen with a lot of us, and even Marta and I had this conversation, is that because there's been such a move towards working virtual, a lot of people are looking at the quality of their lives. And my friend, the same. They've got a little 2-year-old, and the quality of life there is just going to be completely different. They're like 500 meters or 300 meters away from the beach. Now, it's not a Cape Townian beach, but it's a beach nonetheless. The ocean is there. And they have a huge backyard, grass all over the place. The little one's going to be running around like crazy. And sometimes I wonder if that is not something that we need to look into for Francie. I mean, we could work remotely too, maybe in a Polish countryside. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind living in an area like Brodnica, close to a lake area. I don't know, like for some reason I want to live close to water like I did in Cape Town. It's having a body of water just down the road or close to you is always handy. I don't know what it is. I just think better when I am around water, maybe. I don't necessarily have to be in the water. Let's just get that right. But give me a body of water and I wouldn't mind living close to it. Go figure. Anyway, so looking forward to another couple of days of meetings. And then shortly, I will also be meeting with my good old cousin from Cape Town. One of the guys who inspired me to get into advertising. From time to time, we have a little bit of a phone call and meeting of minds, checking in of each other's families, and also sharing thoughts around entrepreneurship. It's very strange. We've been on this journey together of the professional journey. I followed him into advertising. He's a well-awarded creative, and at some stage, when I left the firm to go solo and start my own business, he actually joined that career trajectory himself a couple of months later, and it would be great now to touch base with him. Of course, we will talk about longboarding and skateboarding because he's an avid skateboarder himself, or used to be until he nearly broke his hip. And we'll definitely share some thoughts around entrepreneurship, specifically what that entrepreneurship means for us going forward. I had the same question today about what I think about my business and how I'm doing, and I'm doing great. I'm doing better than most entrepreneurs out there in the sense of the business that I have and the things that I have on my plate that I'm very grateful for. But we have to think about the future and what that means. And I hope to be inspired in a couple of minutes' time by talking to my old good cousin. So I'll leave it there. I hope you're doing well and hope the week is looking much South African accent, much rosier than the day before, no matter what. Hopefully it's increasing in its beauty. And of course, we're heading towards another weekend where we can hang out. But don't forget, appreciate every minute because you can get to hang out anytime. It's your choice. Don't wait for tomorrow. And don't forget, I appreciate you.